I was actually speaking with a friend who's making music, and he was like a secret rapper because he wouldn't post about it. And I'm like, dude, you gotta put it out there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I relate to that, and I think you probably may as well. Coming from a small town, you feel like, at least I felt like I shouldn't post this stuff. I was kind of like a secret entrepreneur. I didn't want to share it. People are going to judge me. What are they going to think? What are they going to say? And I found a lot of great things happened once I started posting about it. Yeah, there's haters and whatnot, but it definitely, a lot of people came to me, and it created a lot of relationships because of that. So, like, what's your story there? How did you get comfortable with it, and how do you deal with all the hate and whatnot?
Oh yeah, this is such a good topic. For the first 4 years of what I was doing, did not post it to social media for that exact reason. Because I knew every single person from my hometown and surrounding area would crap talk me. And I was right, when the time came, but I was also wrong, because then there were some people who didn't, and who I discovered are even better friends of mine than I never could have imagined. I think I started to kind of get over it in 2018 when CNBC put out that article stating right in the title that I had made $150K in 6 months. It was like in the title, and it went viral. So the secret was out whether I wanted it to be or not. I hadn't told a soul. And this is messed up, but I was almost embarrassed by it, because I knew I was going to get so much hate for it, and I knew it was going to make people uncomfortable, especially being a 25-year-old woman at the time. So I just was almost embarrassed by it, which is so messed up. And like, that's why I post like I do now, because I want other people to go, that's so stupid. I don't want anyone to ever feel like that. Like, that's just breaks my heart to even think. So it's a terrible feeling. But when that article came out, a lot of important people in my life dropped out of my life from it. And it was some of the hardest months of my life, was that, realizing what human nature actually looks like, because it's pretty rough. But then on the other side of it, like, once I made it through that, I lost those losers, whatever. Other people stepped up and were great. And then when you realize, you're like, oh, I'm alive. I'm breathing. It's okay. Yeah. We're going to make it. And I started to get emails from people saying, oh my God, your story just inspired me. I'm going to do that. Oh my gosh, I got on Fiverr. Now I have enough money to help pay for my mom's cancer treatments. I get those emails a lot, which are like, I start crying when I read those. When I started getting those, I realized, oh my God, I'm doing a disservice to the world by being quiet about this, actually. I'm so caught up in my own complex of wanting to be liked that I'm doing a disservice to the people who I could be helping. And then once I got a taste of, oh my God, I'm helping people, then now I'm bulletproof with it. People can say whatever they want to say. I don't care, because I see the emails I get every day.
Yeah, I just got chills talking about people. Like, I've gotten messages like that too. And then it's funny that we let these haters or these people, and I think it says more about them that they're like that, but we let that hold us back from helping the people that actually want to hear, or they're actually interested or supportive. And if you offend those people, or if you lose them, who cares? They're obviously not people you want around anyway. I will say, though, that I feel like, I don't know if it's because I'm older now, but I think you need thick skin to be out online. Like, you have to, you said, be bulletproof and not let it get to you. Like, I just posted something on TikTok, and it went kind of viral, and there's like half the people love me, and half the people were like, they just
hate.
You can imagine, right? But I got this strategy that I was doing where I call engage the trolls. So I was just laughing and going back and forth with them, because their hate helps me in the algorithm. They're giving me a lot of comments. They're giving me a lot of views. So I just kind of used it and turned it into a joke, and was just going back and forth and trolling them back, and turned it into a fun thing as opposed to something that like made me depressed. So I think that's one way of dealing with it. Everyone's got their own way. Some people just ignore it. I know people that just don't even look at the comments. I don't know where you fall in that category.
It depends. I've had different spells with it. In March of this year, when my second CNBC thing came out, and this one was much more exposing. It was an 11-minute episode on my life and my finances, like super transparent, almost a little too transparent. The hate that I was getting from that was too much for me to handle, so I had to stop going on social media for a few weeks. I was getting death threats. I was getting really disturbing, violent, sexual messages.
Like, why?
People in other countries who don't like seeing women, be free and make a lot of money and stuff. I mean, it was just, I was getting people still from my high school writing really messed up things like, we know where you live, just crazy. I don't know what it is. Whatever. So like I had to unplug from it, but then I kind of came back into it now. But yeah, I have fun with them. When a hater will comment something, I always write the same thing. I always write like, "Thanks for the comment. It just boosted this video in the algorithm." Period. Then I laugh. I don't know if they laugh, but I always think of a quote. Oh, sorry, from Kim Kardashian. I think it is that she was like, "Learn to love your supporters and your haters because your haters are your biggest sales agents." And I was like,
Yep.
You're right. You're right,
Especially in this day and age with social media and the algorithms, they definitely do help boost you. I had one guy like upset at my TikTok. He's just like, "Oh, you didn't tell me how to make $1 million. I was talking about compound interest, bro." I'm like, "Sorry, you didn't make $1 million from a TikTok. Keep scrolling. Maybe the next one will make you rich."
Yeah. Meanwhile, a lot of those haters, I've monitored this. They actually end up buying your products still.
Wow.
Because they almost have like a hate infatuation with you, where they might write that, but then they may actually also go buy your online course. It's actually kind of funny.
Wow, but then do they leave like a bad review or try to like dispute the charge or anything like that, or they just actually buy it?
I think it's a weird, creepy infatuation though, which is why I'm always a little like paranoid of my whereabouts now. But